We see a wheat field on the outskirts of Phandalin. And it's about a decade ago. Long strands of wheat are blowing gently in the wind, and nearby a family of halflings are doing some farm work. Barry Blue Jeans falls from the sky and is dead before he hits the ground. And from behind the wheat, a bright red apparition leaves the body. He takes a moment to collect himself, losing his composure for just a moment, but not enough to alert the nearby farm. He bends down, collects some blood from his fallen form, and then ventures away. It's a few months later now, and he's followed some leads to an auction run by any number of dark necromancers and warlocks and sorcerers who deal in unsavory artifacts. He's hoping to find one of the grand relics here, maybe even loops, but he's unsuccessful in that regard. What he does find is a lot with several pods that, when fed a person's organic matter, can regrow them a body within a few months. He decides to make the purchase, since his old ways of revivification aren't really accessible anymore. The bidding war is fierce, but he comes out ahead. He feels a chill wind move through him as he leaves with his prize, and he's felt this a few times now since his fall. She's found him again. He finds a crypt to camp out in until the chill subsides. Soon, in his new body, she won't be able to find him anymore. He hopes. We see his lich form entering the chamber that you're all in right now, only at this point in time, it's inhabited by a small band of nasty-looking gerblins. He absolutely destroys them, then gets to work setting up his chamber, warding it from magical detection, collecting his research on the relic's whereabouts, unloading the pod, and beginning the reformulation of his body. And for months, while it forms, he does not leave this cave. He works on his map, endlessly triangulating. And he's lonely. He misses his friends horribly, but he knows that they wouldn't recognize him now. His only hope is to find Loop. With her help, he can take back the ship that brought him here. It's months later now, and Barry's reconnoitering the foothills around Phandalin, searching endlessly for the location where Loop ended up. And he's alive again. And following instructions, he doesn't remember leaving for himself. Because he can't remember he's a lich. He's climbing a particularly treacherous, craggy incline, and loses his grip, and falls, and is dashed on the rocks below. And his lich form sits up from the body and screams a curse. It would be more months of waiting now, more hiding, more time away from his family. And we see this cycle a few more times. Waiting, reviving, obediently searching, dying, raging, hiding. But his lich form never gives up. His living form never fails to obey, even though he doesn't know who or what he's searching for. And then a breakthrough. A dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker is hiring a bodyman for his quest to Wave Echo Cave. It's an ancient dwarven vault containing artifacts of immeasurable power. It is exactly where Loop would have hidden the gauntlet. He leaves himself a new command: find Gundren and stick with him no matter what it takes. And the last thing we see is Phandalin, already a perfect circle of black glass, still warm. In the sky above, we see your sphere floating away, up and into the bureau. And his form rises with some effort up and out of the glass, and he almost loses it. He was so close this time, close to the relic, close to his friends, close to finding Loop. Why wasn't she with them? If they had the glove, where was she? He couldn't do this alone anymore, and he knew it. He could not do this without his friends, even if they don't remember him, even if she vilified him. It would take some convincing and a whole lot of waiting. But relying on these people, his family, was the only reason he was still here, half alive as he was. And he sees no reason to stop believing in them now.